So the winner of the 2019 Telstra Tasmania Business of the Year is Southern Wild Distillery.
Got to let the butterflies settle for a moment. Credit to all the finalists who actually had the foresight to prepare some notes. That's not me. Firstly, I'd just like to thank Telstra for actually providing a venue like this to showcase the leaders in our state. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge every finalist here tonight and the inspirational stories behind what you do. The passion, the vision that you've had to sort of follow through, typically against diversity. It's an entrepreneurial spirit, and you're a credit to your communities. You inspire your communities, and we need more people like you guys. One of the things that I notice in our community in particular, and I'm sure it's all across Tasmania because it's a very typical Australian thing to do, is that our communities are surrounded by success stories that most people don't know about. And I think one of the jobs that we have to do as the leaders in our areas is to actually shine the spotlight on those success stories. By not doing so, we have the next generation growing up in our regions thinking that they need to leave to succeed. It's sort of this Australian tall poppy syndrome thing that we don't want to shine. We don't want to stand out. The other thing is that a lot of the success stories in our region are exporters, so they don't really need a domestic profile. Again, the downside of that is our region doesn't know how great we are. And so we all have to stand up. We need to edify each other. We need to support each other as communities, and we need to support each other as leaders. And so for me personally, being up here today, surrounded by this wonderful group of leaders, it's certainly it's a humbling experience. I'm still shaking. It's incredible. I was working this morning making gin. Grant's preparing for events. And all of a sudden we realised the time. I thought, shit, we got to go. This is the last thing we expected. We entered at the last minute, thinking it would be a great experience for us to see how things work, to get an opportunity to be around guys like you. And I'm looking forward to spending more time with all of you at every opportunity I can get. So once again, thank you, and thank you Telstra for providing us this opportunity.
George has really said everything that matters, but I've just got a couple of things I'd mention. First off, if you haven't tried our gin, it's about time you did. And secondly, one of the messages we give as far as the product goes, there were two really. First is that when you have a gin with us, you're actually having product that probably came from a small producer, which is a pretty fantastic thing. The second thing is that we actually want the world to taste it and think about Tasmania. So that's how we've approached it, and we hope that everyone comes here, gets to see what is in this incredible island, then takes back our bottle, and actually when they taste it they go, oh, I remember when I went down to the beach in Tassie, or I went out to the field in Tassie. So look, we're so thrilled. I feel humbled. I don't think we should have won. I think there are better ones in here than us, but thank you so much. Okay.